up?
Bro, I'm fucking.
Fight up!
What the fuck you doing here?
Get him, Ray. Get your leg.
Leonard, are you fucking kidding me, man? Jesus Christ.
I don't know where the stink's coming from.
You don't know where the stink's coming from? Probably from all the shit everywhere, you fucking... Holy fuck. I think this place is worth you, Dave. Leonard, Jesus Christ. Yeah, I'm definitely not taking a shit in there. Oh my god.
What's going on with your YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra.
Mother, log off your gambling site and vacate the living room.
Fuck you, bish, I gots to gamble.
I need to do my Godot-centered internet show.
But nobody watches your gay little internet show.
Mother, you leave me no choice. Nobody messes with my gay little internet show. Yo, what's up? How's it going? Freak Show Jimmy's Crackhead Dungeon and Bob the Darkest Fairy. I'm at the gym. Nice. Alright, I don't even know what the fuck I'm doing today. So, as far as we got yesterday, we're still doing the enemy coding, assessing the players to go and attack them. I guess we have to continue on with that. What we're really doing right now is we have this B viability variable that we're returning. I guess I should just run it and see what the hell we get before... Well, I should know what we should get. I need more players too, so we're gonna have to add back in the players, unfortunately. Alright, let me go back to Jim's driveway. Thank God it's Friday. Hope everyone had a good Friday. I'm feeling pretty chill. Alright, is that gonna play? Hopefully. Okay, driveway scene, 3D. Let's, we're gonna have to add back in at least a few more player characters. So, I guess we'll do Cobra. He's the most fleshed out. Which Cobra is the better one? Damn. I want to say it's this one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's that one. Okay, so we'll have Cobra right over here. He's flying for whatever reason. And we need, who was the other person that we have? DSB. Okay, that's the wrong DSP. Let's go DSP. He needs that money. He really needs that money. Is it just DSP at TSCN? I think it is. Wow, there we go. There he is. There's our boy. He's taking a little vacation, right? Who knows what's going on with him? People are speculating. But yeah, okay, so now Anissa should have some different people to choose from. And let's put DSP like all the way over here, and let's put Ralph Female and Cobra right here. So this should be detected as a group or whatever. And let's see if we can get it to detect a group versus just a couple of people. I mean, just a person. Yeah. Yeah, get that bag Friday. Yeah, I guess. Damn, dude, we had like a shitty thing happen at work today. One of the Seamster people had fucked up on the sewing. Well, I mean, you know, I shouldn't say that. They just like, they sewed it wrong, so we had to get rid of like a bunch of these parts that we were going to ship out, but they didn't like that. DSP has died IRL. Oh, rip DSP. The DSP Buffalo left the plains. Dude, if DSP dies, there's going to be like half the fucking YouTube commentary community is going to be out of work. There's so many DSP detractors, and he's not even like... I don't get what's so fucking... I don't know. DSP is so fucking boring to watch. But he does have the gameplay there, so you have the dopamine just constantly being blared into your eyes. But yeah, okay, so we got killable singles. I guess we should check if we know we are in range. We know we're doing some damage. Let's just get all the players. New Dark Age. Yeah. I think what I'll do is do for, let's say group players in players, and I'm just going to go through and maybe make a group. I'm not sure. I'm trying to think here. I was gonna check if the distance between two players is the same or less than the spell range, right? Yeah. Because if we have both of our, if our spell range is like, you know, a circle right here, and then we got two people inside that circle, we can hit them. But if our spell range is less than that, then we can't hit both of them, so we can't use a group attack, right? I don't know. So what am I gonna do with that fucking information now that I thought it? It's gone. I lost my entire train of thought. Fuck. Okay, so let's just get what we need. We need the spell. Spell 3. Okay, so that's going to be the damage. This is going to be the range multiplier times the range of the spell. So I'm just going to do this. If distance 2 is less than or equal to our range multiplier over here. Basically our spell range. So we can just think of this as our spell range. We're just adding like a value for my CSV and multiplying it by like a standard multiplier that we're using for everyone. And then we gotta say some type of group. So distance 2, and then we gotta say what we're distancing ourselves from. Yeah, I guess we would have to... Can I get like a point in between all the players? Damn, I'm trying to think. Hold on, let me draw this out. I'm gonna open up GIMP. I do have Microsoft Paint too. I guess I could use that as well, but this is much cooler. Let's go File, and New. This will be fine. So let me do green for players. So I got 1, 2, 3 players. Anissa's going to be over here in the red. There we go. iDubbbz. iDubbbz is going to be pink. Because he doesn't matter. He's not even consequential. We'll actually just get rid of him. Goodbye, iDubbbz. Okay, alright, so... I guess my idea was to... What I was trying to check is if my, like, spell point... Like, I use my spell... let's say here... Oh, you fucker. Get off my fucking screen. Alright, there we go. If I use my spell, like, here, and the multiplier is within all 3 of these... then I know that I can hit them. But how do I get this point right here? And I guess we could get all 3 of these points, but like, how do I know that these 3 should be grouped together? Sorry for the fucking Halloween ass music. It's done now. It's only a 2-minute song. I forgot. I don't know why it's in there. I'm actually removing it. Here, I'll show you. It's an art list. Yeah, we can remove it from the... Oh, fuck you, art list. There we go. Get the fuck out of here. There we go. We'll see what this is. I was trying to make a Silent Hill playlist, but that didn't really go so well. I think all the songs on the art list are AI generated now because they all sound exactly the fucking same, except a little bit of like deviation. But yeah, we got to get this point somehow, and I'm thinking about asking ChatGPT. I know there's like some triangles going on, some sacred geometry. Let's ask ChatGPT and see what he's going to reveal to me. We got to give it a second to load. Fucker. It might not load. How did I do this before? I've done this before. I think what I did in that instance is I would go through and just check if this one was like a distance away from that one. Cause yeah, hold on, let me get rid of some of this. So if I know like this guy's here, I guess I could check like the distance of my spell away, like half the distance of my spell, right? And then they would still have to be at least that. Yeah, because they could be like anywhere in here. I'm trying to think. There's too many points all over the place. It doesn't make any sense. Did you ever have to take calculus? Yeah, I think I did. The thing is, I had like this... I went to DEI State University, so they just pretty much let you pass no matter what you do. I did a really shitty job. I didn't learn like fucking anything. So, yeah. I don't even remember the calculus class. It was like you could take the thing as many times as you wanted, so you just like go back in, you would see what you got wrong on the test, and then you just select the other answer or whatever. And I just did that till I got the right answers, but I never like learned the math because like, why would you? You know, I had like money to make and I had like shit to do. It's stupid to sit there and play with a pen and pencil. That's my take on it. I'm not trying to be no high school teacher. But you see what the problem we're having now is I don't know what to do with all these points. So maybe there is a reason to focus on math or whatever. Alright, let's see what ChatGPT's got to say about this. If I am trying to, let me put it this way. I have multiple points on a 2D grid. I want to loop through and I don't even know if I want to say loop because I really don't want to loop, but if this thing's, I think it's going to be some type of loop for sure. I have multiple points on a 2D grid that I want to loop through and see if they are within, I guess, a set distance. I think I'm just making this harder than it should be. So, distance to players, let's just see how effective this is. If I get all the players where the range multiplier... well, I want to check if it's like within distance to any other players. So how would I do that? That's going to be the complicated part. Let me do it this way. In Godot 4.4, I have a group called players. I want to check if a spell which oh, I have a better idea. In Godot 4.4 I have a group called players. I want to check locations to cast a spell to hit all players. What are my options for targeting? I just want to see what it comes up with. What are... This is a very open-ended question. Options for aiming? Aim. What are we aiming for? You're not giving me any responses here, buddy. Just because I've got a million things running. Like, I know about vectors and I know how to use them. Alright, I'm just trying to see if you want to aim and spell and hit all players within a certain area. I don't think I really set that up right. Now I'm just going to scroll through here like a fucking monkey. is instance valid homing target. You know what? I don't think this is gonna work for us. I think we're just gonna have to actually figure it the fuck out. So I got my group of players. Let me go back to my drawing board. I'll make this easier. We're gonna erase everything. We're gonna go from the top. I got all right. Players in green. We gotta shrinky dink this down. We got like one here. We have one here. We got one there. And we'll say one over here and just one right there. And we have our enemy here. And we want to know what is the best location to cast our spell at. So we have the locations of all of these. I guess we could say if these are within a certain range. I guess we should just check the fucking range damage thing. Why not? But we have to check like if this player is. I guess we're checking every other. So can't we just loop through it again? I guess we should, right? Yeah. Sorry, I'm coming home after a fucking 10-hour shift, so I'm like completely spent right now. If distance to players, group players, sorry. Well, no, we want to check, not ourselves. Okay, so we want to check this. Dot distance to, and we then have to check all the other players. So this should be, how are we going to do that? Damn. Let me ask it. We will defend ourselves, yeah. Okay, let me do this. Well, I guess it should show me in here, right? Get nodes and group players. We append it. Players and cone. Damage anything in a fan, okay. So that would be a cone. Idea, slide an imaginary circle of a radius R over the map and choose the ideal position that contains the most players. Quick hack, sample N random positions or grid cells. That's kind of cool. Hit everyone, auto centroid. I guess that's what I'm looking for, is an auto centroid. Yeah, I guess, could you do a function that checks if my players are within a certain range of each other, and if so, then give me the center coordinate. Average the XZ coordinates, that would be the middle. Okay. Yeah, I was like trying to think in vectors how that fucking worked. And I was like, damn, I just do not have that knowledge in my fucking brain. Get center of cluster. Nice. So let's take a look. I have to scroll over and then go back up. Min players in cluster, max distance between them, I guess. Can you be any bigger? Is that fucking possible? Why are you so small? Center of cluster, max distance. So we get the players. We create something called a cluster. Players I. Okay, so we're incrementing per the size. I knew we were going to have to add some type of numbers in there. I knew that was going to be a thing. And then looks like we're going to have to re-edificate through the damn son of a bitch. And the largest cluster. Oh, wow. Okay. I think what we're going to do is copy all of this. And we're going to pretend like I made it. And then we'll just put it in my code. And no one's gonna know. Alright, so let's actually get out of this function first. Get center of cluster, okay, and then we can pass in our distance and all that shit. What am I doing? So get center of cluster. So this is going to return the biggest clusters that we have. I guess what we should do, we should return all the clusters. For clusters, in clusters. Return the sum of the largest cluster dot size. Ah, okay, good. That's a very, what is going on here? In the largest cluster dot size. No valid cluster found. Okay. I think I just want to return all the clusters, honestly. Because that could be very useful. Let's just let's go here and we'll get the center of the cluster. We'll just put it here. Players, and we want to get what? Max distance. Oh, sorry. Min players in cluster 2, yeah, and then our distance is what? It's going to be this right here. Let's grab this whole thing, and we'll see how that's going to work out for us. Let's put that to a var, and we can just print it out, can't we? Is it just going to run? I don't think so. Var use this equals that, and then we shall print the use this variable, and we'll go over here and say use this. Yeah, 3D math is harder, but like luckily here I can pretty much just convert it into 2D math because I don't give a shit about the Z. You know? And a lot of these, because we're really only thinking about, like, I don't have any actual gravity or any function like that. They're all just on a two-dimensional axis moving towards each other. So the only thing that's 3D is like the spells when they're shooting stuff, like moving through the air actually, but like all my coordinates here should be like 2D basically. Let's try this. Oh, here comes more Halloween music. All right, there we go. Let me turn that off for a second, actually. Not that. All right, we're gonna load this game. We're fucked. Absolutely fucked. All right. Gonna load anytime soon. There we go. Battle phase. So I guess I'm going to. There's our boy over there.
I couldn't dodge. Look. This is how you dodge. You hold the button and you go like this. It doesn't fucking work.
It doesn't fucking work. Alright, DSP.
Let me go.
What's going on with your YouTube? It's your boy King
because
Cobra.
I'm an arrogant god.
Let's end the turn. It should now be Asnisa's turn. Let's see what she printed out. B viability, groups, singles. So where is our use this? Inf. What the fuck is inf? What? Vector 3, no valid cluster found, I guess. I guess there were no clusters. I wonder how close I have to be. What is our range? It's gonna be like 35 somewhere, right? What is our range multiplier? We have to go to our enemy class. Enemy class. We have to follow this big old long strand of spaghetti. All the way back to the source. The range multiplier. Oh, nice! It's hidden in a CSV. Oh, wait, no, it's right up here, isn't it? Float, stats. Nope, it's hidden in a CSV. Based. Hell yeah. I guess we're just going to have to print it. We're going to have to run the thing again and print it. Wowie. Actually, I think we can just print it on ready. Where's our ready function? We don't have a ready function up in here. Oh, okay. Print. What was it? Range multiplier? Yeah, there we go. Cool. So can I just run? I'm going to have to run the whole thing over again. Due to my excellent programming, we're going to have to rerun the whole entire project. We're felted. We load the game. All right, we're in. We're in it to win it. We got Cobes. Why are you talking, Cobra? Okay, so what is the thing here? 35. So it is 35, just like I thought. Just like I thought. So 35. How many fucking units? How big is that? So how big are our fucking models? If I go up top here, I just like move her a little bit. Six. So 35 units is about that far away. Okay. I do actually have a thing that shows how far the units are, but I don't have that plugged into her attack just yet. So I guess I'm just gonna move the guys closer and see if maybe we can strike them up with that. Let's go to the driveway scene. I feel like that's within 35 units, you know. We're going to put them like right on top of each other. And we'll run that. Damn, dude. Can't believe it's I can't believe another week has gone by. That was super fucking quick. Alright. Alrighty, Rooney. Alright, DSP and Cobra, you guys, you fucking worthless piece of shit. What is the problem? Non-existent function update log and base nil. That's because I didn't load it from the beginning. Oh. Here's Goblin, by the way, as we're waiting for this shit to load. He's real chill. There you go, Goblin. There's your 15 minutes of fame while the fucking game loads. Alright, the game's loaded. Get the fuck out of here. Okay, so alright, let's fucking do this shit. Ralph,
Let me go.
waddle your fat ass over there and engage with Anissa.
What's going on with you two? It's your boy King Cobra.
Kang Cobras. Alright, Anissa. Oh, that's right, you're not going to do anything. I forgot about that. Use this. Inf. Okay, so I guess we're not returning anything. Why don't we just do this? We need to... I don't understand what the fucking inf is. So, we're going to go and tune up this chat GPT function by using some cool shit. So instead of doing this, we're just going to go return clusters. There we go. And I think, what's the problem? Because the function return type is vector3. Well, I know how to fix that. Why do you even need a return type? There you go. And then all this stuff, let's get rid of it. Don't need it. Bam, there we go. Okay, let's try that one. What are you fucking eating? You fuck. When people post emojis in the chat, I just see a bunch of like text and it says like eyes wide, emoji wide, face purple wide, eyes. It's weird. All right.
Let me go.
Ralph, get in there. Saunter on over there.
Let me go.
What's going on with you two? It's your boy King
I
Cobra.
belong because I'm an Aryan god.
Aryan God. Okay, Anissa. Prove them wrong. You are useful. Use this. You return nothing. Okay. Max distance. Get center of clusters. All right. You can check for that. Would you like it optimized for performance or rewritten to return all clusters of finds? Make it simpler so my meager mind can understand and return all clusters. You fuck. Absolutely, my beautiful idiot. Oh, thank you, ChatGPT. Get player clusters, array, get tree of getting the players, ungroup players.duplicate. Okay, great. Ungrouped but pop back. What the fuck is a pop back? I'm not proud of this, dude, but the first thing that popped into my mind was like, there ain't no holla back girl on that fucking pop back. We used to go to this fucking roller rink when I was a kid and they would play that song all the time. It was fucking ghetto ass fucking chill. Some kid smashed his fucking elbow open. That was a fucking good place. That was a great place. It was a little Chinese kid. He broke his elbow. And they called his parents. That's a very unique memory. It must have been like 8. Alright. We're going to pop that back. We got the cluster. For I and ungroup.size. What the fuck is this? Yes, ask that. What the fuck? What the fuck? I said simple. I said simple, buddy. Human friendly. There we go. Yeah. Clusters.append. Okay, so yeah, we're basically just adding it if it's... Okay, we're using my function, distance 2, there we go. Now we're on the same speed, max distance. Basically what I was doing. Cool. But better. Return cluster, awesome. So we'll do that and we'll see if we can get that going first. Where am I? What am I doing? So we'll get rid of all this shit and we'll put that in there. A coworker of mine recently did some ice skating competition, which was interesting. We're just gonna add this little underscore if it's not the player. This is not the player you are thinking of. There we go. Get center of cluster not found in base self. Don't worry about that. It's just a memory. It's just a dream. It's going away. So we'll do that, and then we just need this right here. And then we'll say var clusters equals, and then we'll print it out right here. There we go. Let's try that. This is, you know, me plugging in stuff from ChatGPT. All right, loading the game. Load it on up. I need more coffee. Oh yeah, I did. I was watching some Seizure Robot streams with King Cobra, and I didn't realize that the hat that he was wearing was from a fucking Halloween store. It wasn't even a proper hat. That was so good. I laughed so hard at work, and people thought I was a weirdo. All right, Anissa.
What's going on with you two? It's your boy King Cobra.
Come on, Anissa. You can do it. Clusters are empty, so something's not going right. Our guys are definitely close enough together. 4-player in players, 4-player in used continue. What the hell does that do again? I never use these dang old fancy things in my code. What? What does continue be doing? Yes, the mysterious continue. Skip this one, move on word. Continue tells the loop to skip the rest of this round and jump to the next item. Okay, interesting. I think I remember that now. Cool, so if we are the player, then we're skipping over ourselves. Interesting. That's a good way to use that. We just gained some knowledge. That was very good for my brain. So we take the cluster and what is cluster equals an array with just the player in it, and then we say used dot append player. So that's now in the used array. if other for other in players. So this will be the rest of the players. This was the logic I was missing. I didn't really know how to do this, but now I do. That's good. If other in used, continue. So if we are the one that we're checking against, just like up here, we're going to continue against that. Cool. And then we're going to say, oh, here's, I think, our issue. Player.global position.distance to other.global position. I think that should help us out. Yeah. Oh man, I have a really fucking embarrassing story from a skate park. I got my first skateboard, and I like begged my mom to take me to a skate park, and I went off like one fucking drop in, or the fuck they're called, and landed directly on my fucking like landed directly on my hand and dislocated it, and then immediately we had to go home. And I was like, damn, I like was a skateboarder for like all of 5 fucking minutes. And then after that, anytime anyone asked me to skateboard, I was like, dude, fuck that. That shit sucks. All you do is fall down. But looking back on it now, it's like, I really didn't have like any experience skateboarding. I literally just bought a skateboard, and then I like was like, oh man, you just like fucking jump off and roll on the thingy. Like, what the fuck? Doesn't look that bad. Actually, we want to move the other one.
Let me go.
King Cobra, get a little closer. No, not you, you fuck. Whatever. Alright, now King Cobra. Why are you not... Whatever, who cares?
Let me go.
What's going on with your YouTube? It's your boy King
I
Cobra.
block because I'm an Aryan
We
god.
know you're an Aryan god, Ralph. Anissa, I swear. How are you giving me empty clusters right now? Damn you, Anissa. We're gonna have to... oh, you know what? I might not be getting the player character. That's why there are no players. Dude, I'm a fucking idiot. Bam. There we go. I'm gonna grab more coffee real quick. I don't have anything to talk about, so I don't know. Yeah. I saw that the casino's going to be covering Pirate Software tonight. Pretty stoked about that. I was watching more Pirate Software content, and like people kept ripping on him for not being a dev, and it's like, well, if he made a game, doesn't that fucking make him a dev? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then people were shitting all over him for his resume, and I was like, to the average motherfucker, like, this is a good resume. I know you want to shit on this guy all the time, but like, you know, like QA analysis and like all these, like, you know, I mean, they're not like super prestigious jobs, but they're like, you know, it shows employment. Like, it's a pretty decent resume. And it's like this guy who's like got a chinchilla avatar on fucking YouTube's like, bro, he was only a QA developer for 8 years. It's like, he worked longer than you, motherfucker. I don't know. I mean, that's, you know, not that I'm defending the guy. I saw some stuff on the Kiwi Farms. It's not looking good for old Pirate Software there, buddy. The fucking, like all the lore behind him. But at the same time, people dissing on him for his job. I'm like, dude, who the fuck cares what he did for work? Like, yeah, sure, his dad got him like the job, but I mean, like my first job I got with my dad. It was plumbing. It sucked.
What's going on with your YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra.
Let me go.
All right. Now we can do it. Clusters. Okay, we have some groups here. What do we have? Looks like we have all 3 of them. So let me back one of them off a little bit and see if we can see what we can do. Let's go to the driveway scene. I'm gonna move. What is this? I think that's the Kiwi cam. Can you stop trying to break that glass over there? Thank you, Goblin. Alright, so Ralph, we're gonna move you like way over here. We're gonna move Cobra. You gotta be like over here, and same with DSP. You're gonna be buddies over here. Make sure to hold hands and don't get lost, like that episode of South Park with Cartman and Butters. Alright, we gotta go to there. Yeah. You gotta bully the weak. Yeah, that's fair to say that, yeah, he is like, and then like as soon as you hear Pirate Software talk, you're like, fuck this pretentious like F-slur. You're like, damn, this guy fucking sucks. But like when I heard all the other people shitting on him, they're like, I'm gonna check his LinkedIn. It's like, yeah, check his LinkedIn, you fucking like loser. Fuck you.
What's going on with your YouTube?
But yeah, I do get like, anytime he would talk, and he would hype himself up too. He would lie his ass off. He was lying like so much about the stuff he did. But like, you know, it's like whatever. You're a streamer. Who cares? It's not like Theo Vaughn and Joe Rogan didn't lie to get where they're at. You know. Okay. Clusters. So Ethan, Ralph, and then Cobra and DSP. Awesome. So I guess it's picking up even one person as a cluster, but that's good. Yeah, and every fucking college professor I had would brag about their job for like an hour and a half, and they'd be like, I worked for Microsoft back in 1994 or whatever. Yeah, I learned basic HTML in the 90s and basically was able to become like half a millionaire. There was some documentary about how that was like the best time in history to make money, was like the computer boom in like the 90s, and it was like you could just like create like very small amounts of software. You know, before everyone got wise to all the tricks. I mean, I guess AI, I guess you could call it the biggest boom again. We have like a new era of like shystering. Okay, so now that we have that information, what the hell am I going to do with it? We have Anissa, we have the clusters, and they're within the max distance. So we have our killable singles. For these, we need to run the killable check on them. So, yeah, I guess we need to decide whether to go for multi hit, or go for single hit. I think that's the wrong form of whether to go for multi-hit or single hit. So I guess if we can kill anyone, if we have any, we need killable groups. We need to fill that out, and if there are killable groups, then we'll do that. So let's just go for cluster in clusters, and then we'll say what we're gonna print. I'm just gonna print the fucking thing so that red line goes away and stops tearing at my mind. Oh, good, we got two of the red lines now. Print the cluster and hail some duster. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, tubes. Is King Cobra still doing duster? Didn't they trick him into not doing it? They said his dick was going to get smaller or something? Pirate is like a talentless Gerald Sun Garden Studios. Yeah. What was his persona? I have a running theory on this. Usually, most of the times, like when it's the evil people, it's like a raccoon or a rat. There was some guy who would always call into the kill stream back in the day, and he always had a fucking raccoon. He was on a wheelchair. Who was that guy? He was crippled. Oh man, it was some 8chanter or something. But yeah, I remember his his little avatar was a fucking raccoon, and I just thought like, of course it was gonna be a fucking trash eating raccoon. Of course that would be where your mind goes when you're that type of person. Like, oh, this needs to represent me. A ferret, of course. A fucking ferret, dude. Sneaky little fuck. Well, you know what? King Cobras kill ferrets, so King Cobra's gonna get him. Yeah, what are we gonna do here? Hot Wheels! Yes, Hot Wheels, dude. That was the guy. I remember him and Ralph fucking arguing or something. And I wanted to yell. I wanted to call in and be like, you know what? I hate you and God hates you. And that's why he took your fucking legs, Hot Wheels. That would have been so fucked up. And I don't think they would have taken call-ins back then. I don't think they had call-ins on the show back then. You have to send a super chat. Okay. What am I going to do here? Cluster and clusters. We're going to print the cluster. And then we got to go through here and basically check if the player's current health is in there. So we're going to do this. If the... and then for my player in cluster, we're gonna check it. We'll check the player's current health. If it's less than or equal to the damage, then we're gonna add it to the killable groups. And it's going to cause a problem because it's going to be, we could like basically double append for each player. But I think what we're going to do, because we're going through the clusters, then we go through each player in the cluster. Oh, we want to append the cluster. And then we can check if it's already in there, right? So can't we just do this if spell range, viability, killable groups, dot has, and then we'll say cluster does not has. We want to check if it does not has. If it don't be having all that shit's up in there, then we don't gotta do that. That looks good to me. All the red went away. That makes me happy. This show should have call-ins. No, because people are gonna call in and be like, you suck. You're a fucking loser. Fuck you. No one's gonna call in and be like, how's your day going? I hope you're having a good time. I've seen the call-in shows on YouTube. People only call in and like spew hatred. I don't know. Maybe we'll do some type of format like that. Or maybe I'll call into Ralph's show. Is Ralph live? Let's check that. Let's check Rumble. Kill stream. I think he is. He is live. What's he doing?
Accusations they used Adobe editing?
Oh.
I don't know anything
There we
about
go.
that.
There's Ralph.
I never played your Oprah video. Oh, yeah, you're right, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, no, if there was a call in, there would be no one calling in. But yeah, it looks like Ralph's just doing his normal thing. Nothing entertaining. love when you go in there sometimes and Ralph is just like out of his mind, drunk and screaming, and you're just like, hell yes, dude. All right, but I think we should probably get back to doing this. And then we'll print the killable groups. I think we're just going to print the spell range viability. Awesome. And we'll hide that. And we should have some killable groups appear. So if they don't, then we'll just add them. Can't we just, we'll just do this. This is going to get added anyway. So for cluster in cluster, we're going to have to cluster.append. And actually we're going to say spell range viability. And then we got to get that just regular groups. Groups dot append. There we go. Yeah, Power did a call-in show for a while. I don't think a lot of I mean, I guess a lot of positive people called into Power. And then I see people do it on like I'll get little YouTube live streams sometimes. Oh man, there was one. It was just these like two black guys in a car, and they had like stacks of $1 bills, and they were just tapping it at the camera. And I was like, dude, what the fuck is this? I went on there. I just posted underneath like, better stop tapping my money, boy. Better stop tapping my money. It was pretty fun. It's fun to fuck with live streamers, you know, trolling people. I know I probably shouldn't say that, but it is. Yeah, Power kind of, I don't know. I mean, like, I guess his streams were somewhat entertaining, but he like refused to engage with the trolls, from what I was understanding. It's like if you wanna be that guy, then you have to engage with the trolls and yell at them and shit like that, which you didn't do. So we're just going to add all of these. Oh, we need to tell it what to append. We need to append the cluster. There we go. So we're just going to add all the groups to the groups, and now we should have all these filled, really. And we can decide off that. So if we have a killable group, we'll go after that. And it's basically just checking if one of them is killable in the group. If one or more, but it only checks for at least one, and then we can also hit people in the group. So if we have this, we're going to go for that. If we don't, then we'll go for this. If we don't have this, then we go for that. And if we don't have that, then we go for this. So let me just do a little order of importance. Like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't really think Power was that great, honestly. I thought it was kind of heating up when his mom was like telling him that he was on drugs, and I was like very much hoping that he was kind of on drugs. That would be a good arc for him. And then his dad, when he was like, oh, I might be able to stay with my dad, and he like is a musician and shit. I was like, that's good. This is good stuff right here. But then none of it happened, so. And then I was looking at DBDR has released some videos. I know it's kind of like an older cow they covered. But nothing really that funny. Actually, it was like more not great stuff. I guess the funniest part is like he was up in New York apparently for a while, and then he was getting mogged when he was trying to DoorDash. I guess all the little bikers were biking right past him, and he was stuck in his car, which is brutal. All right, let's do it.
Flamenco!
Flamenco.
Flamenco!
Flamenco.
What's going on with your YouTube? It's your boy King Cobra.
Flamenco!
Flamenco. All right, Anissa. Let's see. So we have groups. Nice. We have singles. We have killable groups. And killable singles. There we go. Yeah, Black Pill YouTube gems. There was this other guy. So as soon as DBDR hit the stage, there was like a whole bunch of other people who were doing the same thing DBDR did. And there was one guy called Loser Maxing. And I was listening to his stories, and every single comment in there was calling him a Fed. And I was like, damn, maybe there's something to this. Like, maybe this guy is like some type of like grifter. Because his stories were it was too much. You know what I mean? It was like he went to the gym and he got beaten up in front of his crush. And it's like, oh yeah, sure you did. But it was like, it was definitely, the channel is called Loser Maxing. And I was like, this is like a perfect clone of DBDR. And I think someone's like trying to do this to grift and make like a channel and make money off it. Because he was gaining a lot of steam, and then people were like basically saying that, and then he started, yeah, Loser Max. So you do know what I'm talking about. Was that guy confirmed to be like a troll or something? Yeah, that was just a funny rabbit hole, and I was like, I need an autistic YouTuber to do a little fucking deep dive on this fucker. All right, what are we doing? Start screen, Anissa. So we got the lists. Now what do we do? I guess we'll just loop through this, and we'll check if we have them. And if we have them, then we'll basically, we're gonna have to get the Centroid. So let's do this. Now we have. Oh, Loser Maxing would try to get people to buy his book, and when they would ask for personal credentials, they would freak out. That's crazy. Yeah. Damn. Alright, so now we have the... fuck, what do we need? What do we have? Now we have the B viability... dict populated. Yeah. If you want the B viability dict populated, now that we have that, we want to do what? We just gotta check. I'm so dead from work. So for the dictionaries, I'm just gonna say for dict in where is it? B viability. I guess we should. Can we match what it has? I basically just need to check if it has. We might not even need that. We might just need some if statements. So if viability, B viability dot has. Actually, we need to call this, and we need to say what is it? Groups. What are we returning? Not that. Groups right here. Spell B range viability. That's what we're returning, right? Yes. Okay. So we're gonna say B viability, and then we want to get groups, right? And then we're going to get the basically, we just want the size. If the size dot size is greater than 0, right? Then we'll basically attack there. I'm just gonna print nothing for right now, because that's not the one we want to start with. We want to start with killable groups. So we'll say if we have a killable groups, we'll say target here first, Target here first. Cool. And then we would actually need to call, I think, turn attack. So this is the actual one when we switch here. We would have to move to that state and then call turn attack. So on iDubbbz, let's see. We need to go back to our enemy class. So I'm just reminding myself how this works. Yeah, where the fuck is it? Okay, so follow path, take damage, turn based. So we enter the turn. I think then we go into turn based. We go into turn action when we're calling a spell, and then turn attack, and then I think back into turn action. I'm pretty sure. And this is the one that we're overwriting. So when we, here's our strategy, increment strategy. If the previous state is not equal. No, I'm probably gonna leave. Oh shit, the casino's just about to start. Yeah, I'm leaving soon. I was gonna see if I could get her to move, but I didn't realize what time it was. I really want to watch that. Yeah, I think I'll be back on tomorrow. I'm pretty much spent today anyway. So, that doesn't look good. But yeah, we almost have Anissa working. We just need to go through these groups and figure out which one to attack. But yeah, I'm going to get out of here and fucking watch the casino. But yeah, peace out everyone. Have a great day.